Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Newsbrowse News broadcast. An NPR reports that hundreds of thousands of Rohingya refugees in Bangladesh's overcrowded camps will face reduced food assistance starting Wednesday. The 1.2 million refugees who fled brutal attacks in Myanmar in 2017 and are barred from working currently rely on $12 per person monthly. Under the UN World Food Programme's new tiered system, many will now receive just $7, though a third of the most vulnerable will maintain their $12 allowance. While the WFP states this still meets minimum caloric needs, Bangladesh's Refugee Relief Commissioner warns of increased desperation, lawlessness, and unsafe attempts to flee. These cuts stem from a third of WFP funding being lost due to steep foreign aid reductions. Past cuts led to severe malnutrition, and the community fears similar or worse outcomes, including dangerous migrations back to Myanmar or to Malaysia. Lion He Xiaobo reports that China's Communist Party's Central Military Commission official newspaper, the PLA Daily, has published an article asserting that Japan possesses astonishing nuclear material reserves. According to the report, as of the end of 2024, Japan had accumulated approximately 44.4 tons of separated plutonium, an amount sufficient to manufacture around 5,500 nuclear warheads. The PLA Daily claims that while Japan currently does not possess nuclear weapons, it has nearly all the necessary material and technical capabilities to become a de facto nuclear-armed state in a very short period, should it decide to abandon its three non-nuclear principles. The article also warns of Japan's accelerating military-industrial expansion and a potential vicious historical cycle of denying history, rearming, and engaging in geopolitical provocations. This publication comes amid heightened Sino-Japanese tensions following remarks by Japanese Prime Minister Sanae Takaichi on a Taiwan contingency and an incident involving a Japanese self-defense forces officer at the Chinese embassy in Japan. Yonhap News Agency reports that South Korean Trade Minister Yeo-hee Koo has called for maximum efforts to secure alternative oil and naphtha supplies. This move aims to mitigate uncertainties for South Korean companies stemming from potential supply disruptions caused by ongoing turmoil in the Middle East. During an emergency virtual meeting held on Tuesday, Yeo instructed commercial attaches and trade officials in major trading partners to leverage all available resources. He urged them to strengthen outreach to foreign governments and resource companies to identify and secure alternative sources for these crucial industrial materials, thereby reducing supply chain vulnerabilities. In a subsequent meeting with major business officials on Wednesday, the minister disclosed that he had already approached countries like India and the United Arab Emirates for assistance in securing oil and naphtha. Additionally, he pledged to safeguard national interests regarding U.S. trade inquiries under Section 301, ensuring fair treatment for South Korea. The ministry is committed to resolving energy supply issues, expanding its trade network, and fostering new export markets and growth engines for domestic firms. Vice Industry Minister Moon Shin-hak also met with petrochemical and chemical companies, reaching a consensus on an all-out effort to secure naphtha. The government previously imposed export restrictions on naphtha and allocated 469.5 billion won, US dollars nor $1 million, in a supplementary budget to facilitate imports. According to China News Service, Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu announced in a video address on the evening of March 31 that Iran and its supported armed forces, while still capable of posing a limited threat to Israel, no longer pose an existential threat. Netanyahu further asserted that Israel, which previously fought Iran alone, is now fighting alongside the United States. He characterized this collaboration, specifically between U.S. President Trump and himself, and between the U.S. and Israeli militaries, as unprecedented historical cooperation. The Prime Minister also revealed that Israel is forging new alliances with several important countries. According to NetEase, a recent report highlights that only 4 manufacturers worldwide currently possess the advanced 7-nanometer chip manufacturing technology. These include TSMC from Taiwan, Semiconductor Manufacturing International Corporation, SMIC, from mainland China, Intel from the United States, and Samsung from South Korea. Notably, China accounts for 2 of these leading firms. The article emphasizes the extreme complexity and high investment required for 7-nanometer process, involving over 50 industries and thousands of steps. TSMC has been a pioneer, achieving 7-nanometer production in 2018 and now holding about 60% of the global market. SMIC made a significant breakthrough in 2022 and is expanding its 7-nanometer capacity with a target to increase production 5-fold to 100,000 wafers within 2 years. Intel, with substantial government support, is catching up, while Samsung aims for 2 nanometers by 2025. The increasing demand from AI and new energy vehicles, coupled with past chip shortages, underscores the strategic importance of mastering core chip manufacturing technologies for national self-sufficiency. That's all for this video. Thank you for watching. See you in the next video.